stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. That one caught by Tank Dell. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. They'll motion over Samuel. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready. And they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Inside the 30. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Seahawks. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A run here with McCaffrey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Purdy going to give this to Guerendo. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Patterson's kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side. And he's finally forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
And he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. There's the big tight end fans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. On is Coop for the point after. It's up and good. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for A.
On the ground, it's Guerendo. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown. 49ers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the 49ers are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To throw.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback as that pocket starts to collapse. The good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They'll look to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This fielded at his own 1. And he's not going to get away here. Great coverage. They pin him down inside the 5-yard line.
49ers 10.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Second and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. On 2nd down, Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. A quick throw taken in out wide by Dell.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Purdy on 1st down. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. An even 40 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, 49ers. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And the Niners are going to get the football at their own 40.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First and 10 for Purdy. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end. They'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He's going to let this one go deep. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On 1st down, here's Guerendo. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Third and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Back to throw. Here comes the screen to Spears. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got...
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Niners have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on 2nd down. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run. Here's Guerrero. First down and more. He's inside the 35. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls in.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. past midfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A run with Guerendo. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. One more time, it's Guerendo. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.